You are at the ribbon cutting for the Curry project. I'm going to say a couple words, and then we have 6 speakers lined up to come up and talk. The Curry project, essentially, it's phase 2 of what was done on Carson Street. We've extended those improvements out into Curry. As you guys can see, pretty big transformation that's happened here. Wider sidewalks, new pavement, which was much needed, new street lighting. There's still some finishing touches that are going to happen here soon with the landscaping, paver crosswalks along here, some of the archways. We're going to do some decorative steel archways in the alleyways there on Telegraph. But you can see it's beautiful, and it really makes downtown a place that people want to be. So I wanted to talk a little bit about this project being a community project. You go back 4 or 5 years ago. I was not here at the time, but I know the vision of the residents of Carson City, as well as the Board of Supervisors and the mayor, of making an investment in downtown and making it a place that's beautiful and people want to come to. And then when the project started, the design stage, Loomis and Associates was the lead designer on that, and the design team was HDR, PK Electrical, and Design Workshop. All of them worked together, and this is back for Carson Street as well, worked together to design the project. During design, city staff was involved from multiple departments, Public Works, Parks and Rec. Rachel Snyder with IT, I wanted to recognize her today because she was the one that organized this event and also helped coordinate, everything that's basically going on today. So thank you, Rachel. She's also helped push out a lot of the information for the project out to the public and really coordinated with those businesses. She's always coming to me. I'm an engineer, so I'm not too creative. She's always coming to me with ideas like, hey, let's do this, do that, and I just do whatever she says. But thank you for that, Rachel. And then throughout design, we were gathering public input as well. There was options for benches, street lights, bike racks. So the public had input during the design stage for Carson and Curry as well. And then we get to construction and Q&D, who was really the contractor that we wanted for this job, and they did a great job. They have a great ability, I think, to improvise during construction and work with businesses and the traveling public to move them around the site, make pedestrians feel safe moving across construction zones. So they really have a good feel for that. And really, all of that has made a really great team and a really good product. I wanted to end with, I feel like Carson City is somewhat of a trailblazer with the streetscape improvements. I don't know if anybody's paid attention to what's going down in City of Reno right now. Midtown area is doing exactly what we did here. South Lake Tahoe has plans for that as well. Town of Truckee is doing that. So I feel like we've actually started kind of a movement. I know for me, all those agencies that I mentioned have reached out to me at one point asking for input, wanting tours of what we've done down here. So it makes me pretty proud. I know this has been a highlight of my career to be a part of this project. So thanks to everyone that I mentioned, and I'm gonna turn it over to the speakers. Mike Bennett, who's the Director of Engineering at Loomis and Associates. Right. We've got Lisa Lee, who's the Vice Chair of the Board of Directors at the Chamber of Commerce. We've got Mike Riggs, who's the President of the Downtown Business Association. And then we've got Darren Schulz, the Public Works Director here at Carson City. And then we've got the Mayor, Mayor Bob. Come on up. All right, so I'm going to turn it over here to Jeff.
Thanks. I just wanted to thank everybody. Great project. We're really proud to have been involved with it. Ask you for your patience over the next few weeks. We do have a little bit left to finish up before we're out of here for good. When I think to the naked eye, I think everybody thought, oh, Curry Street's going to be a lot less complicated than Main Street. And it's actually a lot more difficult than Main Street just because of the space constraints. And so our impact to these businesses directly on Curry Street was significantly greater than on Carson Street. So thank you everybody for your patience during the last 5 or 6 months. We really appreciate it. I was down here. It was bad. Yeah. Well, I was scared to death every time I came down, and I cannot believe we didn't have any more issues than we did. So, thank you. And thanks to our project team, Legends Landscaping, Titan Electric, the utility companies where we drop the power. You know, that's always a wild card. We never know where that's going to go. Southwest Gas, Charter, AT&T, and Nevada Energy were awesome. They came through when we need them to. And, you know, the improvisation, the whole team was part of that. We had Mike down here pretty much on a daily basis asking or helping us get through issues that we didn't see coming. So everybody was really worked as team players, and we couldn't have done it without everybody on the team. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff. Trying to compete with the music now. Sorry, I'll be real quick. Today we not only celebrate the conclusion of the Curry Street project, but also the completion of a multi-year effort that built the foundation for vibrant downtown Carson City. The Carson Street project, McFadden Plaza, and Curry Street projects represent years of hard work, collaboration, and by many Carson City residents, businesses, and stakeholders. Loomis was founded in Carson City in 1978, so this year we're celebrating 40 years of business. We're Carson proud. Thank you. We're Carson proud, and we feel privileged to have been able to lead the design team and the design effort for all of these projects. Personally, I was born and raised in Carson City, and I'm very proud to see that a true sense of community is returning to the downtown core. The rest of my partners and colleagues at Loomis feel the same way. So much so that when the opportunity came about to become part of downtown, we left our home of almost 30 years on College Parkway and relocated to the building you see behind us, and we've been in business there since May of this year. I want to thank Carson City Public Works, specifically Darren Schulz, Dan Stuckey, and former Public Works employee Danny Rotter, which I think he's supposed to be here today, for all their help on the project. Jeff Bean and his crew were just absolutely outstanding. And then the rest of the design team, my design team. When you have a team like that, as Jeff mentioned, there's a lot of challenges that come up. Everybody gets together, everybody's pushing the same direction, good things come with that, and it was a pleasure to come to work every day with everybody. So on behalf of myself and everybody at Loomis and the rest of the design team, we wish you a happy Nevada Day and congratulations on a great project.
I'm here on behalf of the Chamber of Commerce, and we are so very proud of the leadership that Carson City has shown in taking our blighted downtown over the last few years, really changing it and making it a hub of economic redevelopment. When you look at the restaurants that have moved down here and the other businesses, I don't know how you all did it. You overcame so many challenges, but it has turned out to be beautiful, and we're excited about the next phase. And I'm here with the scissors and the ribbon.
Hi, I just wanted to say, on behalf of the Downtown Business Association, we really want to thank the city for their vision to create all of this. Q&D Construction, can't tell you how many businesses mentioned how great it was to have your staff drop what they were doing to help the customers get into their front door and out of the front door safely. So thank you guys for all that. And for those of you that are hanging around for the Passport to Downtown, the DBA is really proud to be able to put on an event like this. These businesses have really had a time, and it's a good shot in the arm for them. We hope you enjoy the rest of the day here, and thank you very much.
Thanks. I want to say first, thanks everybody for coming out today. This is just a great showing, and it tells the true story of this project, Carson Project, McFadden Plaza, as we heard. So it's just really great to see everybody. I want to echo what's been said before. As Public Works, we've been very, very excited to be part of this project from the beginning, and I want to thank the support we got from the supervisors, our mayor, and staff, manager's office, and thank those that were with us on day one with our vision. You're out there, and I want to thank those that got on board with the vision throughout the project. There's folks that at the beginning, I don't know, I'm not sure, but I see some faces here today that said that, and then today they see what it looked like and they're behind it. That means everything. as the team spoke, we had the best team out here possible, and really proud of how it's turned out. And I want to thank the community for the support, the businesses, the impact that we caused in sticking with us. But now it's yours, and we'll invite the people down. So thank you very much.
Well, good morning, everyone. You know, I was talking to General Jones. I don't know where he is. He's there. He says, Bob, I know the first words out of your mouth. It's a wonderful day in Carson City. Well, it is a wonderful day in Carson City. Let me tell you. And who was it? Mike over here talked about community. This is what sense of community is all about, folks. And this is what makes Carson City great. It's its people. Its people make this place a great place to live, work, play, and just have some fun. And I couldn't be more proud of, what our folks here have done. Let me just say, on behalf of a grateful community, to all of our businesses and our citizens in Carson City, thank you for putting up with the construction. Thank you for putting up with, some inconvenience as we do these construction projects. You're the best there is in the world. So thank you again for all of you for putting up with us. And let me say to Q&D, thank you for everything that you've done, both on this street and the other street. It's just remarkable. And I know, you've had the deadline of Nevada Day twice now, and every night I start losing sleep in the last 2 weeks and say, I ask the staff, are we going to get done? Are we going to get done? Oh yeah. And so, but I want to say thank you to our staff, to Dan Stuckey, to obviously to Darren. Where's Rick Cooley? Is he around here somewhere? Thank you, Rick, for all you do, and all of our public works and everybody all of our staff who had a part of this. And to the Downtown Business Association, the Chamber of Commerce, to all those who are down here in Carson City, thank you again from the bottom of my heart, and I think from the bottom of the heart of our community, for, making sure that our downtown really is the heart of a community. It's the core, it's the heart. And I'll give you a little example of, kind of what happened here. 45 years ago, this is kind of personal to me, but 45 years ago, I started practicing law up above Gather right now, in one of those buildings over there. And 35 years ago, I moved us out of that building because you couldn't get downtown. And it was just a bad place to work. There was crime, other things going on downtown. It was falling apart. And so we moved out, moved to the further west on the west side. And now, to complete this story, I want to get a little stoppy, folks. But, the other day, my wife and I were driving down Carson Street, and I just want you to remember what I said about that building and think about this. We were driving down Carson Street, and there was a couple walking down on the sidewalk, kind of by themselves. There weren't too many people around them, holding hands. They turned around in the middle of the block, embraced, and gave each other a kiss. Now that's what sense of community. That's what building these things where people feel comfortable to come down and enjoy life. Enjoy life. That's what we're doing here in your downtown core area. For those, your downtown core area is really the heart of the city. When you have a healthy downtown core, all this economic expands through the community. That's what it's all about, folks. So on behalf of a grateful community, let me say thanks to all of our community folks, everybody, all of our citizens here. The citizens, no matter how much infrastructure we can put in, no matter who builds, whatever we do, the best thing about Carson City is its people. It's people. People like you here today, all of us in this community, making sure that we're building a community based on mutual respect, where we have a time to go out and enjoy the outdoors. We can go down and hear, listen to political life down at the Capitol, or we can be out in the hills up here. Then we can be quiet and listen to a little jet flying over. But this is Carson City, and we are the face of the state. We're the face of the Capitol, and we are the Capitol. And this is just a great day for Carson City, and I think I could go on forever, but I'm just going to say, again, thanks to everybody in Carson City, and thanks to everybody who had a hand in putting our downtown together. It's because of you folks that Carson City is a great place to live, work, and play, and yes, it is a wonderful day in Carson City. Thanks.
Great. Well, thanks everyone. We're going to conclude here. Passport to Downtown event, I believe, starts 11 o'clock, right? Okay.